Welcome in. Let me see. You know, I've been thinking a lot about, especially at nighttime, spirituality. I planned this live because it's really powerful how we move on a day-to-day basis, how we think, how we feel. It literally shapes our reality. You know, and even if things come up, even if things don't go all the way right with your situation, relationships, a day at work, a day at your job, with your car, whatever, you got the ability to really shift and change your whole life around just by the way that you think and feel. And there's a lot of things that affects this, right? It's not just your frequency, it's also, it can be an environment too, right? um a lot of us are more so influenced by environment because we're natural creatures of habit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever environment that you have, whether it's in your house or at work or, what I'm saying, a relationship, whatever, that influences you too. That influences you too, without you even realizing it. Your diet, your thought diet, what you pay attention to, the content that you look at, the people that you're around, obviously the food that you eat, even your rituals or your routines has a really big part and influences your energy, your thinking, how you feel, and that alters and shifts other areas of your life. So tonight, man, it's really important for people to really understand the power that they have, because a lot of people, for me, even with me for a long time, we kind of passively move around. Um, we don't really realize that how we think and feel literally alters and affects how we live on a day-to-day basis. Um, we just walk around thinking bad things are happening just because they meant to happen, or good things are happening just because we got lucky. It's subconscious. Like your mind is always working and shifting and creating these events and experiences for you without you even realizing it, right? Let me see. And I'm either one of two things. I'm either a night person where I can stay up late, or I'm an early bird. Sometimes I'll do both. Sometimes I'll go to bed like 2, 3 and get up at like 6:37, 7:30. Crazy, I know, but I just got a lot of energy in between this time of the day for some reason. But I'm a big fan of the universe, man. At night, I kind of I zone out. I listen to different kind of music. I watch different type of movies. I might watch some documentaries. I might watch some stuff on some aliens. But this is usually the time where my mind is just vibrant, and I'm thinking at my highest, right? And my energy is probably the best, you know? So, um, I am Tix. He said, and you that one, bro. You that one. I am I am ITX, whatever. Or I1X. Well, I1, yeah, well, I1X. Yapping. And you that one. Welcome in. It's usually a lot more than this. It's usually like a good, 20, 30. Understand me? So good though. What's going on with you? Where you from? So again, we don't realize how powerful we are, and how what you're thinking all the time is creating and attracting things to you. Like if you like nowadays we talk about relationships, right? And a lot of people talk about, oh, the modern women, oh, the men, the this or that. If you walk around thinking and you have bitter thoughts about women and you have negative thoughts about, you just overplaying negative relationships that you experience with women. You keep remembering that bad ex that you had. You keep remembering that negative thing you was in a relationship with some woman and she said something negative to you. Guess what? You're more likely to run into that same person and vice versa. You know, you're constantly creating your reality by a lot of times I'm mindful of how I think and how I'm feeling, and I don't want to replay the past because it can repeat itself. It actually doesn't repeat itself. But what happens is you start to attract to you that thing from the past because you're still thinking about it. You're still carrying the feelings and emotions of what happened in your past. You know? You went through a bad situation at a job or you was working somewhere, you keep thinking about how bad that experience is without you even realizing it. The new workplace you're at could be good, but you're still operating off of the expectation and you're just assuming that this new place is going to be like the old one. So that environment is going to repeat itself, not because it's that way, because you can actually create it. You can create these negative experiences without even realizing it subconsciously because you're assuming that's going to happen. You're assuming that's going to take place. You attract everything to you, negative and positive, right? And so the universe is a mirror, and we're mirrors in the universe. We're made up of the same matter and dust and particles and material of the universe, right? This might be a little too deep, you know. It might be a little too deep for some of y'all. I'm just go ahead. As you come into the chat, let me do something real quick to mix this up. Um, Let me see. Um, Might be a little too deep for some of y'all because most people on live stream just entertaining. Where are you from? But we teach nonetheless. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because hey, we talking about the universe. We talking about energy and frequencies, and I appreciate compliment. Yeah, talking about energies and frequencies, and you know, just we talking about the universe in general and how much we related to it. Um, when I was a kid, I used to really dream about. I used to watch a lot of Discovery and the universe. It's so crazy because we're not. I don't think we're even as human as we think we are. Right? We live in this. We're beings of the universe. Um, we're not just beings of the planet. We're beings of the universe. So that really expands my mind and my thinking. It's my Uncle Frank. That's how I'm related. Nubris Revenge 9726. What's happening? Welcome in. Hit the like button. You're in the chat. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all for coming in, for coming through. We just vibing, man. And, you know, like I said, this is a time, a night where I'm the most vibrant and my thoughts are they're more higher than usual. So I love the night. I love staying up or getting up early is where I feel the best. It's a high. Um, Folks coming in, and hit the like button when you come in. Let me see this real quick. Yeah. So like the old school. Sometimes. If you could just take me and drop me back in the 90s, I'll be all right. I'll be happy. But this a little earlier than that. This sound like the damn 80s or 70s. Yeah, this sound like not the 70s, but this sound like 85, 80, 85. Let me see this. Let me switch it up real quick. Welcome in. All right. So, talking about the universe and how we're connected to it. We're talking about this is really spirituality, metaphysics to the physical world. Like I said, like I mentioned before, I'm a big ass fan of the universe. I'm always studying the system and, you know, just the planets and how we're connected to the universe consciously, psychologically, even in our body and our makeup, right? We're made up of the same matter, stardust. We're made up of the same matter that the universe is made out of. And sometimes I feel like I'm like the universe is kind of pulling on me. Like I feel the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like of everything around me. Almost like a baby coming into the world sometimes. That's how I feel. I don't know if y'all can relate, but when you were a child, when you were a kid, you're connecting to everything. You know when a baby is born and say like a family, they invite somebody new into the house or they invite new people in general, and they're seeing how the baby responds to that new person. That's me. I'm always able to pick up on things. And so I always felt connected to the universe, which made me want to study it. I was amazed by it. I saw how massive it is, and I'll see how little we are in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And it made me wonder, like, damn, we really these like small ass beings. We think we're so important on a day-to-day basis, but we really these small creatures on Earth, but in a big ass universe. Just our solar system in general is like we can't even comprehend it. Even though the satellites are out there and we could kind of see what's going on, it's so massive. But we're connected to it. And there is actually scientific proof of our real connection to the universe, right? And how we can use it to our benefit in terms of we don't understand how powerful our imagination is, our mind is, our thoughts are. And I've been experiencing a lot of altering events, and I can honestly say it's because I've grounded myself in my thinking. And whatever you think becomes true. Thoughts become things. So whatever you vibing on, you're going to manifest that. You're going to attract that to you, right? And I always try to stay in a state of alignment to where I'm not being influenced or swayed by the things of the world. I'm staying in my energy. I'm staying grounded in my frequency and my vibration, right? Um, if you allow somebody, and I'm gonna tell you something like the easiest way to get thrown off and allowing life to control you instead of you controlling yourself and having mastery over yourself is to be always affected by everything and everybody around you. You want to get to a point where you're in alignment with your own self, right? Houston, what's up? Eric Assemans. Woo, Houston, man. It's beautiful down there, man. It's different down there. Y'all hit the like button. And this is really interesting to me because a lot of times you feel like you might be getting some bad luck. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be feeling like, yo, why do I keep running into these different negative situations or getting tripped up over these different situations? Why do I feel like sometimes I can't get a break? Why do I feel like I'm always being treated a certain way? Why do I feel like, certain things financially keep happening without even realizing that you're attracting it to you? Eric A. Simmons said, yeah, I should definitely, man, who you telling, bro? Who you telling? Who are you telling? Ain't no problem. Ain't I can't wait. Shit. Brother. Let me know how y'all doing down there. Like, how is it down there right now? When you're in certain environments, especially negative environments, that can really lower your frequency and lower your vibration. So I want everybody to really be strong and discerning of who they allow around them, because your environment shapes you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're constantly around people that's negative, that always have something negative to say, they have a lower expectation for themselves, and you realize you got standards, you might have to create some separation. You might have to remove yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because two things can't occupy the same space. Either you going up or you staying down with them. Right? He said it's literally hot, but we finally got a breeze today. That's what's up. I missed that. Right out here, New York area is cold, bro. New York, Jersey is cold. I wish. And so the music even that you listen to, that's why I like to vibe out to instrumentals sometimes. Because it takes away sometimes all the bullshit, the negativity, and a lot of times these dudes be talking about all these pills and stuff that they never even pop. So I like to remove myself from that energy from time to time and just vibe out to a neutral vibration or a high vibration, right? Where I can be stable, I can be at peace, and I can have positive thoughts. And I could vibrate high. I could, you know what I mean? My frequency isn't being pulled down by negativity. And I'm talking about this so much because it's what everybody experiences every single day, but we don't even realize it. And days go on. And you're like, man, why my situation ain't changed? I'm in this, I hate this relationship. I hate this job. I hate what's going on in my life. How can I change it? By changing your frequency, by raising your frequency, by going, you don't change, a lot of times you don't change your situation by going outside of yourself. You change your situation by going inside of yourself, by going inside your mind, inside your thoughts, upgrading your thoughts, using your imagination. Sometimes I've had situations that I was in where I just dreamed of being in a better place. And that dream became so damn strong that I started to embody it because I wanted it so bad, almost desperation. So I started to act and move and think in a way as if I already had what I'm dreaming about. And eventually it became true, right? Say, I love my job. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody that love their job. Love my job. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Right? So for those of you that are in the chat or they're gonna be viewing this afterwards, a lot of times you may have people around you that they don't really understand. They're like, how is it even possible that we're in the same area, we're in the same environment, we went to the same school, we eat the same food, but you might be getting a different result in your life. Or vice versa, the opposite. They're getting different results and you're like, damn, what's going on? It's all about how you're thinking. And that's why I also drop the content of protecting your peace, because you can't really become the highest version of yourself if you're surrounded by negative people who a lot of times you're around people that you don't even realize don't want you to do better than them. They want to keep you down. They don't want to see you win. They're not happy for you when you do win. And so your environment in itself can pull you down and time goes by. You got to really be aware of these things and protect yourself at all times. You know, you got to keep yourself in a peaceful state. You got to keep yourself vibrating high so that you can attract the things that you want. Because without you even realizing it, you're not even consciously or intentionally going after you want sometimes. Sometimes you just radiating on that frequency. You're just radiating and vibrating on that frequency. You just attract what you want to you, right? And so be aware of yourselves, man. Be aware of your thoughts. And I like being in that childlike state where I'm using my imagination and dreaming and thinking about the things and the situations that I want to be in. And it's not like fairy tale or fake positivity or toxic positivity. It's really about embodying and embracing what you want to become by first holding it in your imagination. If you can hold a future outcome that you want in your thoughts, and you back that imagination with action. My bad, y'all. I'm getting a little tired. But if you back that imagination with action, it'll start to over a period of time come true. That's why they say dreams come true. Not by you just dreaming, by you acting on it, right? And so that's why I'm aware, and y'all gotta be aware too, those of you who consider yourself a chosen one, or you vibrate high, or seem to attract good things to you. You can't attract energy vampires. I've had people that tell me they want to be around me because of my energy. I hear that a lot. Oh, your energy is amazing, man. Listen, you got to protect that. Because when you walk into a room, people can feel you vibrating high. But not everybody's going to have good intentions towards that or towards you, because some folks just want to soak up your energy or siphon it, right? Get around you to soak up your energy, right? Take on your frequency and vibration so that they can use that to start manifesting what they want. And you got to protect yourself from that, because that takes away from you. That kind of drains you. That extracts from you, especially if they're not giving anything in return, right? It's just key, man, because you vibrate and you consciously attract things to you all day, every day, without even thinking about it, right? Your mind, or even your subconscious mind, sends thoughts out to the universe, and that universe picks up on that frequency and sends you back a reality based off of your initial thinking. And you can feel it. If you mad as hell, you attract more situations that make you mad. If you happy, you're gonna attract more situations that make you feel, happy. If you have gratitude, God gonna send you more to be appreciative of because you already appreciating what you already hold, what you already have. You know what I'm saying? If you appreciate the income that you already have, you're gonna get more of it, right? If you respecting and caring about the people that you're around, um, you're gonna attract even better relationships where people bringing value into your life. Kay, what's up? Kay Rizzy, what's going on? I remember you from earlier. Told you I was gonna be here again. Low-key getting tired. Like attracts like. That's a fact. You attract everything to you, man. Um, Sometimes I feel like based off of the audience that I'm speaking to, some of this may go over your head, but take it. Take the value, take the lessons, take the blessing, take the energy, and extract the lesson, you know? Um, you don't even realize you can be an alchemist, right? And really shift and bend reality to your will with your thoughts. So I don't care what messed up situation. I've been in plenty of situations where I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know how I'm gonna get more work, or I don't know how I'm gonna get out of a certain situation. And I catch myself. Man, what the hell I'm talking about, man? You over there talking about you don't know what you're gonna do, this, that, and the third. You know what I'll start doing? And it's not being in la la land, it's not being delusional. It's actually very practical because what you think, what's in the metaphysical world and the spiritual world is just as real and tangible as this world. Because everything you see in this world is a reflection of what was once in somebody's mind and somebody's thoughts. Everything you see in his background, a phone, which with the clothes you got on right now, somebody dreamed and envisioned it and then created it, using the materials of the world, created it. So I say, yo, why am I tripping? Why am I tripping? Why am I being hard on myself? Why am I started realizing how powerful my thoughts are and how I usually take negative situations and turn it into positives. How? Where do you start? Your thoughts become reality, that's a fact. Where do you start? Your imagination. If you can imagine yourself being on the other side of what you're going through, if you can imagine yourself having a positive outcome and you start working on that outcome, then eventually you start beating out the negativity. You start forgetting how messed up your situation might be because that vision, your imagination is so strong. So now you're not operating off of the situation that you're currently in. You're operating off the situation that you want to manifest and come true. You start operating off of your imagination. Sacramento in the house. Martin Banksier. What's happening? What's up, bro? Welcome to the chat. Hit the like button. Subscribe. So I want y'all to know, man, like a lot of people, I've been on YouTube pretty much all day today, right? I'm kind of looking around at different people and seeing different things in the world, and we had times right now where people dealing with family, right? We're dealing with family, we're dealing with the new year coming in, we're dealing with the world around us, with AI, with the economy, we're dealing with everybody got their different community issues. But you can't let the outside world distract you from what's really going on inside of you. Because without you even realizing it, like I said, man, god damn, you don't realize how powerful your thoughts are. You don't realize how easily we don't realize how easily we can shift our individual situations just by shifting how we see ourselves or shifting what's going on in our mind, because whatever you think becomes an emotion, right? And when you have these emotions, it becomes a feeling. You walk around feeling a certain way. Whatever you feel start creating a frequency and a vibration that you start operating on. You just start riding this spiritual wave, this frequency. And before you know it, you're radiating off of that feeling, and you're constantly attracting to you what you're feeling. If you don't check yourself, if you don't get yourself in order, we're like, damn, I'm mad as hell right now. I'm mad about my situation. You're gonna attract more of that situation to you. Damn, I just hit my foot. I'm having a bad day. Well, then you missed your damn Uber, and now goddamn now they took money out you. Now you didn't even get the ride in there, and they took your money. And then you try to eat some food, try to come home to get some food, but the store closed. Now the store closed, you looked at your phone died. So now you walking home, your phone died. You know what I'm saying? Just one after another, because you're constantly attracting these negative situations to you. Same thing with positivity, right? You wake up feeling good. You know what I mean? You might walk outside, find $5. Somebody tell you, how you doing? You look good today. You get a compliment. You ain't get a compliment all week. All week you've been ignored. All of a sudden you start feeling good. You're getting compliments, right? You at work. You finish your work early, boss tell you to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, positive things start unfolding when you start thinking positive and feeling positive, because that energy and that frequency that you're on, that you're vibrating on, is being sent out to the universe, and the universe is giving you back the reality or the frequency that you're operating off of, right? The universe is going to send everything back to you, because we're made of the universe. We got a universe inside of us. All the darkness that's in you is the same universe that's out there in the world. Yeah, that's why it's imperative to extract the positive and focus on that in any situation. That's a fact. And it's about being grounded too, because some people think, either you're really happy or you sad or mad, right? I think the best way is always to be grounded, because when you're grounded, you're not too high or too low. You're just even keel, and you're able to move in every situation level-headed and clear-minded, and you're able to like stabilize your frequency, stabilize your thoughts, your emotions. Now you're in control, and now you can move the world around you. But if you're too up or too low, now you're being moved by the world. So I'd rather be still like a rock, like anchored, so that I can now move things around me, because I'm not being influenced by too much emotion. And we tapping into like masculine energy at this point. But that's really what it is. I'd rather be anchored. That's why I love talking about self-mastery, because if you're not mastering yourself, then what's going on with you? You're being mastered by the world around you. It doesn't really have to always deal with systems or politics or the government, etc. It could just be based off of how you handle situations, how you handle people, how you handle setbacks, how you handle, different situations at work, hardship, toxic things, events. And it's scary, because most people don't operate like that. Most people are easily swayed, easily pushed into a corner, almost intimidated, or get too excited. We make mistakes that way. And I've been there. I'll be there all the time. But the more you ground yourself and control yourself, control your energy, control your thoughts, your emotions, that's when you can become really powerful, and you can manifest faster or more. But if you're really happy and something good happened and you good, and then something not so good happened, something negative happened, you get thrown off, you say, oh, fuck it. You get discouraged, then you're allowing the world to kind of sway you all the time. And now you become easy to also manipulate, because people can easily make you, pull you down or gas you up. And sometimes people will bring you all the way up just to bring you down. So it's important to understand, being grounded, but it's really that easy though. I mean, a lot of times I even think about a car. I'll be looking up a car. Like one of my favorite cars to look at, and you know what I'm saying, is the Type R. And I'll literally walk outside, and the first car I see driving down the street is a Type R. Um, I can think of anything, a car, a person, and they'll call me, they'll text me, or I'll go on Instagram. After I think about that person, they'll be the first person I see. It's easy. It's so easy how we manifest things. So why not use that in your personal life? You know, why not use it? Why not use it to manifest? Thoughts become things, right? Exactly. That's why it's. Oh yeah, I read that already. Yeah. And so some people may not be able to understand. Yeah, synchronicity. You just connect yourself with the universe. Um, and that allows things to fall to you. That allows you to attract things to you. Things are coming your way. You're pulling and attracting things to you just by how you vibing, just by the energy that you carry, the energy that you're on, your frequency and your vibration. You know what I'm saying? And it really becomes easy. And one thing I realized, sometimes you want certain outcomes. You want an outcome with a particular situation, financially, uh, whatever it is, family, relationship. One thing I really learned as key is less is more. You're not the matrix. Well, we living in the matrix. You are the matrix. I am the matrix. I don't know what you're talking about. God Y8W2X. We are the matrix. You your own matrix. And everybody's inside their own matrix, inside the matrix. Meaning, yes, hell yeah, it's fun as hell. It's fun because it's like it happens so easily a lot of times. It's happened easily. Like you just think about the food that you want. So say you think about certain food and you thinking about a certain restaurant, but that restaurant is far, and you driving down the street. Next thing you know, you see the same food that you looking for is literally 30 seconds, 1 minute up the block, and you see sometimes the restaurants, they have like the menus across the building, and you see that shit right there. You pull over, you eat the same exact food that you was just thinking about. It's insane how fast it happens when you think about what you want or what you desire, right? Um, like if you wanna lose weight, you are not a god that evil thinking. We are gods in our own right. It's not evil thinking, it's law of attraction. God created the law of attraction. You trying to say God evil? God Y8W2X. And so you think about, just like I used to think about myself being in a certain shape, right? I used to think about how I wanted my body to look, how I wanted to feel, how I want my clothes to fit. I used to dream about it and think about it, and I'll go in the gym, and all of a sudden I'm picking up the right weights that I know will get me to that point. And it's not based off of calculated numbers for a certain amount of weights I would pick up, but it just felt like the right weight that I needed to utilize to grow. I thought about being lean, and I thought about the how I wanted to look, how I wanted to feel. I wanted to lose body fat. I don't want to walk around with a neck or my face all chubby all the time, or with a gut. And so when you think about what you want and you envision it and dream about it, you just take the action. So I started researching keto. I researched pescatarian diets. Started studying vegetables, fruit, and I only start eating the foods that I knew were gonna get me that desired outcome. And before you know it, I'm there. And that's all it is, man. It's really simple. Yeah, we are all God. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. We're all God. Every human being is a physical manifestation of God. Facts. We're all physical manifestations of God. He said, I made man in my image and after my likeness. Or let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Right? So every time you look at a human being, you're literally looking at God. Because we're all made in the image and likeness of God. And we have the power of God, just on a smaller, miniature level. So the same way God created everything that we know and exist in existence from his mind and from his energy and saying, let there be light, we have the same capacity and ability to take the thoughts in our mind of a desired outcome and will it into reality. So we can hold a desired outcome in our mind, in our imagination, and we start working towards it, we can manifest it into reality. Right? But you got to hold on to that frequency. Sometimes people, we run into things. Sometimes we run into tests. Some people try to test us. You vibrating high, you feeling yourself, you having a good day. Somebody want to talk shit. You trying to protect your energy. You got vampires around you want to soak up your blood, want to soak up your energy. People want to call you on the phone, talk about their problems all day. It's not wrong, nothing wrong with being there for people, but it's almost like when you have issues and you have problems, some of these people are nowhere to be found, and that drains you. So you also have to remove some of the bloodsuckers and the vampires around you. And some of these people, some people want to talk to you, and I'm speaking from experience. Some people want to keep you on the phone, and it's like you're talking to them, they're talking to you about their problems, they're talking to you about what they got going on. You're offering solutions to help them fix the problem, but it's almost like they keep working their way around it to make excuses. And it's like they just want to be on the phone to soak up your energy. Some people want you to be their unpaid therapist. And not because you're actual being therapeutic. You're not actually being therapeutic. It's because they're getting something from you. They pick it up on your energy. Just talking to you makes them feel better. Just being around you makes their day. Some of y'all with some people being around you and soaking up your energy, it just makes them feel so alive because you vibrate so high. And a lot of people want to be around that so that they can elevate themselves. Right? Grow new teeth. What's up? Grow new teeth. What's up? Florida. What's happening, Florida? Ooh, y'all must be warm as hell right now. Kay said, yeah, act like it already is and it will unfold in physical reality. You have to know it. That's a fact. You got to know it. You got to know, you have to understand that you are the creator of your reality. You're the author of your existence in a lot of different ways, right? If you walk around with your head down thinking I ain't shit, with doubt, with, low self-worth, you're going to keep attracting that situation to you. You're going to attract lower desired outcomes. You're going to get breadcrumbs from the world. But if you walk around feeling like you deserve more or you deserve the best, you got your chest out and your head up, and you walk around with that energy, then when you go on to get certain things, get a job, get work, get relationships, you're going to get a higher quality of what you were looking for. Because you operate in higher, so you attract higher things, greater outcomes. You're getting better services everywhere you go. People showing you more respect and your presence is being felt everywhere you go. Right? All of a sudden, more money is in your account. All of a sudden, your credit score might start skyrocketing because you're carrying that energy. So you're attracting that to you. You're attracting more because you vibrating high. You're carrying a stronger, higher vibration. Therefore, you start manifesting greater results, consciously and subconsciously. All of a sudden, you start getting luck. all of a sudden your days just get better and better because you got better, because you're vibrating on a higher frequency. You having higher thoughts. You having greater positivity. You're more positive, right? You're not letting the negativities of the world to affect you. How many of y'all let negativity from the world affect you? Like some of y'all, you having a good day and then something happened and your whole day, that one moment turns into an hour, turns into a day, turns into a week, turns into a month. Some people that turn out to be a whole year. Right? Collab from LA. What's up, LA? Bro, talk about what's your rank. Oh, I'm not in there. I'm lieutenant. Nah, but yeah, man, you gotta understand how powerful this is with your energy, with how you feel. And it's hard because some of us are in low vibrational environments or in low vibrational relationships where we're positive, but the person that we're dealing with is negative all the time. How many of y'all been there? I've been with women, bro. It's like you trying to have a good time, it's like she ain't happy. Some people are like that. Some people are just miserable. And it don't matter what you do because it's not within you to fix them. They got to fix themselves. And I've even been that person myself before. Everybody having a good time, but I'm miserable. Mad at this situation, thinking about this situation. Fixated on this, stressed. And you can actually affect rooms. You can bring energy down the same way you can lift people in the same way. Said it affects me from time to time. Got to get back on the high vibes ASAP. Otherwise, it spirals fast. Exactly. When you get negative, sometimes negativity can be stronger than positivity. Like it's positivity when you think about it, it's a light energy. Like when somebody positive or that's vibrating high walk into a room, it's a lightness that they have. People in the room feel more relaxed, right? People feel more positive. There's a confidence that they instill inside of the room. Yeah, you feel relaxed. There's a sense of security. But when you walk around with darkness, it's kind of heavy. I think about darkness as a heavy energy, not as strong but heavy. It's almost like something you like you putting potatoes in a bag and the bag is heavy at the bottom. And now you can pull other people down. It's like a weight. It's a spiritual weight that affects how you feel. When I was sad, times and period when I was like sad or down or depressed, I would drag my feet because your body feel heavy, yo. You know what I'm saying? When you carry positivity, you're light on your feet, your chest up, head is up, right? Your chin is up, your feet coming off the ground. You got a lighter energy. You might be walking a little faster. You have a greater sense of urgency. Got some shout out to y'all coming in the chat. Bro said I'm American what? Funny as hell. He said if you can give your younger self advice, what would it be? Just trying to get advice. Master yourself. If I give my younger self advice, take your time and gain control over yourself. A lot of us, men, is that a man or a woman? I'm assuming you're a man, Lil Mosley, 92. Master yourself. What I mean by that is take complete control of your situation. The number one thing us as men need is accountability. Just take control of your situation. How you think, how you look in the mirror, it's all based off of you and your habits, how you think and feel about yourself. Look around you. Is your room clean? How's your wardrobe looking? You go to the bathroom, is your bathroom clean? Just take complete control of every department of your life. And I always was on that type of time, but I didn't even realize how powerful that shit was. Like if I don't wish anything. But sometimes I do wish certain things change when you know how people say I wouldn't change. I wouldn't have changed anything when I was younger. I'd change a few things. But just take complete control of your situation. Of your environment, of your relationships, and take a good hard look at yourself. Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with how you're moving? Are you happy with the income that you have? Are you happy with how you look when you look in the mirror with your shirt off? Right? Are you happy with how you handle certain situations? You know, reflect on the person that you're being. And if you're not happy with who you are or with who you've been, change it. Just change it. Upgrade yourself. You know, some of us need, and me as well, some of us need reinvention. Kind of reinvent yourself. Build better habits, you know, improve who we are. And it's hard to, I won't say it's hard to change. I say it's not easy to change. It takes energy. Everything takes energy and mental adjustment and just habits, right? So you got to have a habit of protecting your energy. You got to make it a habit of having a clean and organized environment so that you can be clearing your thoughts. And when you're clearing your thoughts, you start thinking better, you start feeling better, you start vibrating higher. It's the simplest things that we do on a day-to-day basis that elevates our frequency. Skills FJ. Yo, what's up, bro? US. What part? What state? I could tell by the way you came in the chat, that's like positive energy. And you ain't even really say much. I have like a phone addiction and compare myself to others. How do I stop that? What do you mean? Like be more specific. Do you feel like you put others on a pedestal? That's why I think you're getting at. Like you kind of compete, like you kind of doubting yourself because you're always comparing yourself to other people. Let me know. Respond in the chat. Those of y'all in here, man, hit the like button. We vibrating high. We're talking about ourselves and the universe, and we're really talking about the same thing. Because we are the universe. We're reflections of the universe, and we actually made up of the same matter of the universe. That's the beauty of neuroplasticity, though. That's a fact. I was just reading that earlier. We really can change and upgrade ourselves. Yep, from the inside out. Islam is the truth. Assalamu alaikum. Nadira, 6209. What's up? I think I remember you from last time, like a couple of days ago. Sometimes I'll be like, I wish I was that tall, or I wish I had that hair. That's crazy. No, it's not crazy, but I say it's crazy because I've done that before, and other people have done that before. I would say this: any flaw that you see in yourself, don't be too hard on yourself. We all human, and that we all fall to a fault to that, to where we kind of compare ourselves to other people, kind of worry about what people think, kind of feel insecure about ourselves, especially at certain times, certain ages. But that's why I say it's important to be in tune with yourself and look at yourself. Like put the phone down and look at who you are. Like I said, look at your life. Look at how you look in the mirror. Look at how you look in terms of your presence, how you groom, things of these natures, right? Are you happy with how you look? Instead of comparing yourself to anyone else, just look at yourself in the mirror, have an honest conversation with yourself and say, are you happy with yourself? Because if you're not happy with you, that's the number one thing you need to change, is yourself. People outside of you don't really matter. Don't focus on other people. That's another thing. Focus on yourself. Because the people that you compare yourself to, they ain't think about you, bro. You need to be in love with yourself. And sometimes, you grow up, you might have certain insecurities based off of comparing yourself or based off what you told. You might have been told that you was, ugly one time. You might have been told that you lanky, you tall. You might have been told that you fat. You might have got made fun of at a certain area of your life. A lot of this stuff happens like middle school. But you need to love yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to put the phone down and look at the mirror. Put the phone down, start being in tune with you. And if there's things about yourself that you're not happy with or how you look, then change it. Because all them people that you're looking at, they don't even know you exist. So you need to be a little bit more self-consuming in terms of taking the attention from other people to yourself. Be in love with yourself. India, what's up? Jim Taz 7233. What's happening from India? That's what's up. No, I'm not from Atlanta. Not from Atlanta. I'm from New York, from Brooklyn, from Jersey. Born in Guyana. Right? I was born in Guyana. It's really South American. I'm American too. I like saying I'm American, but South American. But it's true. Self-love is the best love, of course. Y'all hit the like button. Self-love is the best love. Like I said, man, like it's human nature to kind of like compare yourself to other people because we're on this planet with so many other people, and it's natural to kind of like look and compare yourself sometimes. Because sometimes that's how you measure up, because we're naturally competitive in a lot of different ways. So you kind of size other people up subconsciously, especially as men. But in terms of what you're talking about and how you look at yourself as an individual, as a person, love yourself, man. Imagine how great you'll become if you were to take the same focus that you have on these other people and put that onto yourself and improve yourself. So what's your baseball, basketball, and football team? Because New York has a lot. I don't like the Knicks. Well, the Knicks is cool, especially with Melo's there. I like Jalen Brunson. But my team always been Miami Heat, bro. Miami be doing their thing. Miami's always been a good team, especially ever since D Wade was there. Dwayne Wade's my favorite player of all time. I'm probably gonna watch some of his highlights before I go to sleep. I love Miami football. Always been like rocking with the Giants for the most part, but Ocho Cinco my favorite player of all time. But I don't really necessarily rock with the Bengals, but I like Ocho. Going back, and Ocho not even playing now. I like DK Metcalf. I like a lot of receivers, running backs. I love the Heat like Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, he cold white man. Braun, when Braun was on the Heat, it was almost unfair, bro. It was literally unfair. But we got some chips. But I wouldn't say it's completely unfair because the Celtics had a squad. The Celtics was stacked. And they did what they had to do. Braun, Wade, Bosh, they came together, did their thing. Guam, it's island close to the Philippines. Oh, what's up? Guam. Is that how you say that, Guam? Shout out to you guys. Ooh, how's the weather out there right now? You know what I'm saying? Culver 9648, Vancouver, BC, Canada. Shout out to Canada in the house. Said Lil Mosey said Tyreek Hill is my GOAT. Tyreek Hill he doesn't make any damn sense, yo. Like the way he runs, the way he fast. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm from Guyana. I was born in Guyana, South America. It's me. It's hot there in Guam, never cold. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. And I know the food out there is good. Shout out to the Philippines. I see some Philippine restaurants out here. Every once in a while I try them. Shout out to the Philippines. Yo, you getting removed, bro. God, whatever you are, you getting removed, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting up out of here. So, guys, I want to tell you what country is Guyana in. Guyana is in South America. It's a continent. It's in the continent of South America. It's a country in itself. Um, there's not much dangerous stuff. Oh yeah. So y'all all peaches and cream over there, huh? You namaste all day, namaste. And you know what's crazy about this stream? It's all good, bro. You know what's crazy about this stream is that I imagine like being connected to people all around the world. Because I'm from so many different places. I was born in Guyana, live in New York, live in New Jersey, all over, right? And I never saw when somebody asks me where I'm from, or somebody says, um, you know, where did you grow up? I grew up many different places. I grew up in Guyana, then I lived in New York, and then I lived up in Jersey. And so I always thought it was dope that you could get on here and connect with everybody, you know what I'm saying? I want to connect with as many people around the world as humanly possible, man. I want to help y'all. Australia, oh yeah, of course, Australia. Guam, it's hot there. Yeah, I know it's hot. Are there from Guam? Are there like banana trees around you, or can you go outside and grab fruit right now? Let me know. Yeah, I've been manifesting this. Just speaking of the stream, just envisioning connected with everybody around the world, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Good night. Thanks for your help and kindness. For sure. You're a real one. Have a blessed life. Yo, you too, man. Subscribe to the channel. Go through the videos. If you get value, man, drop a comment. Bruh, what time is it over there? I'm starting, and this is the reason why I'm starting to get bags underneath my eyes, because I don't really get much sleep. It is 2:11 right now. What time is it over there? It's 2:11. And I don't mind. I don't really get much sleep anyway, so I don't care. Yikes. Yikes is damn right. Yikes is right. But soon to be going to bed, man. I can't be killing myself like that. And my place is 5:12, so you dead in the afternoon. You're barely scratching the evening. Yeah, your content is great. Really resonates. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, feel free to donate to the channel so that we can keep the content and the videos going. Cash App, my full name, Randy Harlequin, 0. Cash App, $ Randy Harlequin, 0. All donations are appreciated. So we can get the content, make better content. Y'all have no idea. Hello from Deepwater, West Virginia. Woo, he said from Deepwater, West Virginia. I'm from Virginia. Yo, I've been listening to Clips all year. Y'all know Clips? I'm happy that someone finally replies to what I comment. That's funny. I used to be nervous about that too. Like, I don't want to jump in somebody's stream and then they doing all this stuff and I'm dropping a comment because I really, got something to say, and they're just completely ignoring me and shit, and just, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Was you nervous to start streaming? I was nervous to start content in general because I say 50-50 almost, because I was nervous to start content. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be on here, and what if everybody see me and my family and friends and people I went to school with, they're gonna be talking about me, they're gonna be watching me, this, that, and the third. But I do have a lot of experience as an actor. I'm in the art world, and being on stage, being in classes, doing work, being on set, being in front of the camera. I guess I'm kind of used to it, and it's a challenge too. I like doing things I'm afraid of. I'm scared to go live. I'm scared to make content. What are people go like? It's that in itself made me want to do it because I don't really like being afraid. I like challenging my fears eventually. I don't want to feel like a punk, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm scared to make content, so I'm not gonna make content. And it became a big part of my work because I'm a fitness trainer, So once you wanna grow, one of the best ways to grow and to gain access to new people, new clients is the internet, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Content, especially live streaming on YouTube. Whoo! Um, no way. That's so funny. Yo, you gotta subscribe. She said, what's your favorite food? I just had ramen like a couple hours ago, and I'm gonna have some before I go to bed. That's insane. That's crazy you said that. I just had ramen. Um, I would say so in Guyana, if y'all know about curry, yeah, that's crazy. In Guyana, there's curry. Even like in India's curry. I like curry fish with white. That's probably my favorite. Curry fish with potatoes, white rice. But I love me some ramen too. I like to have ramen like just plant-based, vegetarian style with just the vegetables. Some people like to have it with like chicken and stuff. That's cool. But I like to have it with just vegetables. Um, but that's crazy. You said ramen. That's literally the last thing I just ate. That's literally the last thing I just ate is ramen. Literally. That's insane. You gotta subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, so this stream, hello, what is the capital city of USA? Whoa, funny as hell. Get out of here. So, if you talk about DC, hello, me too, ramen. Synchronicity right there. Ramen, yo, I don't know what's going on. But again, this is the law of attraction that we're talking about on this stream. You attract to you what you are a lot of times. And I don't really believe necessarily opposite attracts. You attract what you are in different ways, right? Now, you may run into all type of different things in the world, but it's up to you. You have the power to either accept it or reject it. And that's the power that we all hold, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you have in your life, whatever condition you're in, you can either accept it and just say, throw your hands up, or you could be determined and change your situation. Sometimes vibrating high is just being determined to not settling for less or not accepting defeat. That's how vibrational. That's how a king or a queen thinks. Never tasted ramen. Gotta try it. Who said that? Who the hell said they never tasted ramen? You better get out of this damn chat. Never tasted ramen. Gotta try it, but it's crazy y'all both said ramen though. You better get out of this damn chat talking about you never taste no damn ramen. This person is crazy. Pretty Red, 8386. I'm putting you on blast right now. Never had ramen. I should block you for that. Okay? I should block you for that. I should block you for that. I'm in Jamaica and I know you are too. No. Jamaica, Bo @Bo_Riddle. What's up? Well, I'm there. Brethren. Well, I'm there, brethren. Don't be mean to people that never tried ramen. I'm trying not to. It's hard not to. And then he started laughing. Who never had ramen? I ate ramen noodles, but y'all didn't say ramen noodles. Yo, it's hard not to. Oh, man. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Donations are welcome again. Cash App, $ Randy Harlequin. Oh, sorry, 0. $ Randy Harlequin 0. So, I never had ramen. That's not real food. Boy, y'all better stop playing with me in this chat. Me and my friend over there next to Guam, that's in Guam next to the Philippines, we are at war with y'all tonight, man. Y'all never had no damn ramen? What's wrong with y'all? See, we're not in sync tonight. We're not, yeah, Japan. Oh my God. You know, I like I like to sometimes sit on YouTube and watch those like Japanese live streams when they're in the middle of the street and they have a whole kitchen surrounding them and they have like 20 to 50 people around them waiting for food, and it's almost like they turn into like an octopus. They're doing like three, 4, 5 things at once, and they're making the what do you call it? The ramen. They're cooking this. They got the dumpling over there, and then this person gets their food and they cash this. It's insane. That shit is amazing. Yeah, they turn into a damn octopus. It's like it's insane, and they go all stream like that too. That's dope. They don't have processed foods here on the island. I never had it either. Yeah, ramen is a bit processed. I mean, it's starch, but it can be very healthy depending on where you get it from, how you cook it, what you put in it. They don't have processed foods here. I never had it. What is the capital of Japan? New York, what's happening? Yellow Rose, 48. Talent, yes, talents. Very talented person, gifted. In teaching, I'm an actor, obviously, fitness trainer. I consider that more so of a skill, but I am very good at it. Always been good at it. Always been an athlete, played basketball, ran track, talented athlete, many things, many different things, right? Actor, model, many different things. What's your talent? Yeah. And I'm just known to be a person with great energy too. I wouldn't consider that a talent. That'd be more so a gift. What movie did you play in? Some people say I look like Marlon Wayans. Some people say I look like Chadwick. But I've been done several, I've been doing commercials, modeling shoots, things of that nature. My talent is me being 8 jointed. What? I hate people like that. I despise them. Those double jointed people that could do all type of stuff. See, y'all the people that get hired for scary movies. Y'all are the ones that get hired for those. Those I forgot the movie, but you know how they crawl on all fours, going backwards. That's you. That's you being all. That's creepy as hell. But shout out to you though. Can you walk on all fours backwards? That's a conversation we need to have. He said, you definitely know your cast. Kay said, you definitely know your cast. I appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely do, Appreciate you visiting the live earlier when I was doing calisthenics. Hope you follow along too. Put some work in. Don't be everybody just sitting there watching me work out. B Riddle, you look Caribbean, Dominican. Yo, why everybody think I look Spanish? Everybody thinks I'm Dominican, yo. I don't know why, but you know what's crazy? In South America, Guyana is the only English-speaking country in South America. Because next to us, Brazil, I think, and below that, it may be like Venezuela. I think in South America, it's also Peru. everywhere else around us is Spanish. So maybe the environment, just being born in that environment and the continent, maybe influenced my features because of that environment, how people natural to that land usually look. Maybe that's why people consider me kind of Jamaican, not Jamaican, but Dominican, but no, I'm Guyanese, West Indian. So I look Dominican. But most Spanish people think I'm Dominican, yo. Most Spanish people think I'm Dominican. That's why these Spanish girls be all, can't get them away from me. You look like Jim Carrey. Hell no. I bend my legs, arms, and my left hand. What? Time out, time out. I can't bend my back though, okay? I can bend my legs, arms, and my left hand. Like my left hand to three fingers. So you're just gonna continue to creep me out with that. I still hate that. Do you do usually people that are like that, they do a lot of gymnastics. Yeah, say yeah, I tried to join in some of the movies with me. Or some of the moves with me. Or I might not do as many sets, but I'm still starting out. I'll get there consistently for sure. For sure. For sure. Of course you're gonna get there. Just keep putting in the work, man. And I mean, I keep the exercises as simple as possible so that you guys can follow. Hit the like button, you in the chat, hit the like button. Yeah, I keep things as simple as possible for you guys to make sure that everybody could do it. But that's perfect because you're doing it, right? A lot of people watch and they don't do anything. They never start working out in general. So you're a warrior for that. You started, you build your body's gonna get adjusted to it. You're gonna build the muscles, your muscles are gonna be torn down, they're gonna grow back bigger and stronger. Your cardiovascular system is gonna improve. So next time you're gonna be able to do more reps. You're gonna be able to last longer during the workout. And so you're gonna continue to grow. You're gonna get in better shape, and next thing you know, you're gonna change. Those workouts are really designed to help you to build muscle and burn fat simultaneously, and you actually get to your goal faster. You get in shape faster that way, a lot faster. And just stick to the water. Stay away from the sodas and the Pepsi. Go light on the alcohol throughout the week, and you'll definitely get there. I don't do gymnastics, but I do jujitsu. Woo! I gotta tap in with you. I did karate when I was younger. Guyana is neighbor to Venezuela. Yeah, of course, I know that. We trying to come on now. Shout out to Venezuela. So, yeah. Thank you. Say I make it look easy. Been doing it for a while, but also like form is really important too. Go back and look at the form, especially when you're squatting. Make sure your knees aren't going over your toes. Your back is as straight as possible. Your posture is up. Your chest is out. Core is tight, and you're breathing. Core is everything. And you're not core, but your form is everything. And it locks you into the proper, anatomical, physical position to properly execute the exercises so that you can get the best of it. You can, stimulate the muscle fibers the most, and you could get stronger, and so form is key. Form is really key. Again, thanks for coming out to that live, man. Hit the Cash App, guys. Donate to the channel. $ Randy Harlequin 0. So how much do you charge for personal training per hour? Like in person now, it is $90 an hour. Especially at my studio. I have a studio here where I'm at. Not in my personal house, but I have a training studio. But go to my Instagram, go to my bio, sign up for online training. I have a challenge going right now. We can also do one-on-one training, right? And depending on what you need, how many times a week you want to train, nutrition, etc., we'll be able to give you proper pricing, right? Yeah, but reach out to me on my online training app. Go to my Instagram account, go to the bio, and send me a message there, and I'll get back to you. Tap in. And I love to work with you, bro, from Jamaica. Y'all got all the natural. I'll be jealous of that, man. I know over here we don't got seeds in our banana. We don't have seed. We don't have all the natural stuff that's down there in Jamaica. And I gotta. Some days I feel like I should go to Jamaica and live there for a couple of years. You know, I should go there for a couple of years just to get this, get in that sun, get natural food, organic food. Kay, I feel awesome after the workouts though, for sure. Yeah, you know, after those endorphins go off in your brain and you feel, you feel accomplished too. And after, it's good feeling sore. I like feeling sore after a workout because I feel accomplished and my body feels, I just sink. Sometimes I want to go to sleep, but you feel good. It's good to feel sore, you feel refreshed, you get more energy, right? You're able to burn body fat. And it's good to get a sweat too. Sweating is really good. It releases a lot of toxins from the body, right? And you start to feel really relieved after you work out versus being tired. You feel refreshed, energized, and relieved. And then when you hit a good shower, you're good for the day. You feel so amazing for the rest of the day. What state you at? New York, New Jersey area. I'm between New York and New Jersey. How is life doing? Rate your happiness 1 to 10. I usually don't operate off of happiness, but I say at this moment I'm at a 8, right? I'm not all the way high, like super giddy, but at the same time I'm not low. I say a good 8. Pretty happy, but not low either. I like staying balanced, right? I'm focused on this. I'm focused on, business and doing what I have to do. Talking to you guys, working out, chilling, doing what I got to do, eating ramen, enjoying myself over here, going in the city sometimes. Yeah, here's something that will blow your mind. Oranges on the trees aren't orange in Jamaica. They're green. No ash. Yo, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's sad, man. They doing this dirty. Yo, they're doing it so dirty over here. And I remember that. I remember the oranges in Guyana too. Guyana, the oranges are kind of, yeah, they're green. They're green like. Everything starts out green in nature. Banana, the orange, so many things are green. But you just reminded me how sad I'm over here. I'm over here sad, bro. Eating all these oranges over there because they push this commercial version of oranges. And a lot of them forget the color. They don't even have the seeds. So you're not even getting the nutrients from them. Right? And they're pumping it with all kind of artificial this and artificial that. Spraying it with all kind of stuff. It's not really that organic. Great for the body and the mind. Hitting it on the head, Ray. Okay. Hitting it on the head. You're hitting it on the head. Training. It's not just physical, it's spiritual and mental. Right? Because you have to get into a zone and a focus. A lot of times when I'm working out, I zone out. I forget what's going on sometimes. The only thing that matters is what I'm doing at that moment in time because you have to focus. So you definitely build mental toughness because the exercises aren't easy, but you get to zone out and it's almost therapeutic. You get to zone out from the world and everything else going on around you, and you get in that therapeutic state of being. And it builds you mentally. I can make you confused. If Cinderella's shoe fit perfectly on her, why did it come off? If Cinderella's shoe fits you perfectly on her, fits perfectly on her, why did it come off? Why you ask me these questions? Now you got me thinking. But I'm saved by the bell or saved by my battery. Um, I love you in Japan. Shout out to you. Subscribe. I'm about to get out of here. Phone's gonna die. But this is a good stream, guys. One of my best. It's been past midnight. It's 2:34 a.m. Y'all are the best. Subscribe to the channel again. Donations are more than welcome to keep the content going and improving. Cash App $ Randy Harlequin 0. You'll see my profile there. Y'all have a blessed day. Depending on the time zone you are, have a blessed day. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos. I need as much feedback. Let me know what you think about my videos, about the shorts. And I need to get some sleep. I need to stop doing stuff like this. Not streaming, but with some of my days, I kind of push myself a little bit too much. I admit that. And I mess myself sometimes, and I'm starting to get bad. I'm too young, too handsome, can't be having bags. But shout out to Japan. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to Jamaica. Bro, hit me up go to my link in IG and go to my online training app and reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. We could do training, help you get in shape. Everybody else, peace. Vibrate high. And don't let the haters knock you off. Subscribe. Donate. Cash App $ Randy Harlequin 0. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Good night. Good night.